Okay, looks like everything is good. Yep, looks like everything is good. So, yeah. Oh, let's get our BGM in. There we go. That little piece of background music that's playing, let's pretend to be a TV right there. Very perfectly placed. But anyway, though. Salutations, everyone! This is Terence here. I am an idol in trading, hoping to bring smiles, laughter, and joy to everyone around the world. It's nice to meet you all. Also while playing games and doing other shenanigans. And today's shenanigans is continuing our talk show. But yeah. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all enjoying a Friday. As for myself, things have been pretty, yeah, it's been a pretty chaotic week for me as well. Pretty much the entire, my entire time spent at work was very chaotic. And I guess that's mostly because my job is getting way more chaotic than it should be. But then again, it's my job. It's fast food work, so it's always chaotic. But in the midst of chaos, there has been something positive that happened. And the positive that did happen is that, if you guys haven't seen yesterday's stream, we have beaten Pokemon Legends Arceus yesterday. Yesterday. And I'm happy about that because, we can finally actually do another game. Another game that's also been, dormant on the channel. And that series is well, actually there's a lot of things that's been dormant on the channel, but I'm mostly trying to debate on what I kind of want to bring back to. Part of me kind of wants to bring back streaming Power World, because that game's mostly really good and probably one of the more streamlined survival game experiences that I've played. Another part of me also kind of wants to probably either do Fae Farm, I think. Well, I haven't touched Fae Farm in months though. And then that My Time at Sandrock game. But yeah. Oh yeah, there's also that post-game stuff for Legends Arceus. But I said I was gonna put out a poll and figure out if anybody wants to see it or not. Because, you know, once I kind of beat a game, I'm pretty much done with it. Because part of me kind of feels like if I do play a game for too long, people will get way too bored of it. Bit to the point where no one will watch. And another part of me also kind of feels like that's gonna be too much work, and I'd rather move on to another game instead of doing all that. Because you only got so much time to do certain things. But that's not to say, hey, I don't really like trying to be a completionist when it comes to games. It's just that I don't have a whole lot of time to go around completing games. But yeah. I'm fine with you just doing as you want. Yep, well, that's good at least. Because that's kind of all I've been doing. You know, just hopping around from one thing after another. And then and then trying to figure out what else would also be kind of fun to do. Which is kind of the fun of streaming as a hobby most of the time, is you experiment with certain things and trying to build maybe like a small niche out of it. But yeah. But yeah, folks, how many of you folks, but I think the one thing I probably haven't really done on the channel yet, or at least done as a VTuber yet, would have to be, I have yet to touch any racing game besides Mario Kart. I don't think I've ever done like a puzzle game. Which honestly, I'm not very keen on puzzle games, to be honest with you. And I think the closest thing to puzzle games that I kind of like doing would have to be the Legend of Zelda games. So I guess other than that, I'm not the most puzzle proficient person when it comes to stuff like that. But I don't hate puzzle games per se, it's just that they're not my kind of thing. Oh yeah, there's also visual novels too. Haven't touched any visual novels. Which, as far as visual novels go, I am one of those people who probably does, well, not really say they think that they're boring, they're just, not a whole lot of gameplay to them, so yeah. But I don't hate them per se, because, I haven't really played enough for them to actually, hate them. What about you, Chad? What are your favorite visual novels? You might find Danganronpa alright, but long if you read the text out. Ah, I see. Yeah, I heard a lot of people say a lot of good things about Danganronpa. But I do know, but I think the last Danganronpa game that I actually played would have to be the one on the PS Vita, where it's actually kind of like a third-person shooter. I think it was like called Danganronpa Goodbye Despair or something. And I think that's the closest thing to exposure to it. Ultimate Despair Girls. That might be the one. I think I still have my copy of the Vita on it. I might have to check it. Have to look in my drawer and see if that's the one. But yeah. I'm always kind of looking to expand my horizons a bit more. But of course, most of the time it's just doggone rope. Doggone 1/2 escape series, your turn to die. Higurashi, Umineko, Saya no Uta. Wish it wasn't an adult game. Ah, wow, okay. You're quite the enthusiast in visual novels then. Yeah, nice taste. Although I kind of only know Higurashi for the anime form, as well as some of the really disturbing clips I've seen from it. And most of those I haven't really heard of or seen yet. But yeah. Although I will admit, I think a visual novel that has pretty much caught my eye would have to be the Tsukihime remake that just came out a while ago, which I thought looked pretty damn good. So I think if there's any visual novels that I probably would want to try out just for the sake of trying out, would have to be Tsukihime. Although I have to have someone gift me the game because right now I'm kind of broke right now. And most of my money had to pretty much go to getting our cable back on, as well as getting my phone plan back on too. So yeah. Oh yeah, remake actually came out. Oh yep. I have a fondness of mystery, horror, and VNs can be good for it. Ah, I see. Oh yep, I've never been really good at those kind of games. Although, speaking of visual novels, I know a lot of people praise the crap out of the Phoenix Wright games. In fact, I even have the remake of that Miles Edgeworth game that also came out, like, I think this week. Which I think I actually do kind of want to get that because it's one of the very few visual novel looking games that actually does have a little bit of gameplay to it. So I definitely want to try that out. And my current exposure to Phoenix Wright has been pretty much the anime. Yes, they had a Phoenix Wright anime, which they just called it Ace Attorney. And they pretty much stuck with all the original names and such of the characters. They didn't do like a massive redubbing of it or a massive anime adaptation of it, if I remember correctly. At least that's what happened last time I saw it, though. Phoenix Wright was one I never did get into. Probably because I know too much about how law actually works. But someday I should try it. Oh, yep, you should. Although this is coming from a guy who's never played a single Phoenix Wright game. Oh yeah, that would be kind of funny too. Oh yeah, come to think of it, now that we brought up Phoenix Wright, I did see an actual lawyer react to it. I think his name was Legal Eagle. He actually looked it up and pretty much just critiqued the ever-loving crap out of the game. game and it critiqued the ever-loving crap out of the anime about how it handles law and such. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's another Flesh/YouTuber that I've also been watching a lot of recently, just for educational purposes. But yeah, as far as Flesh-tubers go, I think I can probably talk about some of my favorite Flesh-tubers for my very long, extensive history that I've been on YouTube. I'd say one of the very first YouTube videos that I did watch would have to be, and this was pretty much a long time ago. And by a long time ago, I mean like 2007. Yeah, which is very long. And I think it was like a music video about the Crank That craze. Yeah, I doubt anybody remembers the Crank That craze, which is a really old Soulja Boy song that came out around that time. And there was like a music video about that Crank That thing. And they pretty much made up like a freaking Mario version of that Crank That song, which I do not like Soulja Boy or his music, but my brothers do tend to listen to a crap ton of rap music, so they'll pretty much listen to anything rap regardless of how bad it is. So yeah, there was a music video of it, and it pretty much went like something like this. Do 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 do. I'm laughing at your mama, just in case you didn't see it. Hit that Yoshi on him, hit that Yoshi on him, hit that Yoshi on him, hit that Yoshi on him. Then Super Mario that hoe, Super Mario that hoe, Super Mario that hoe, Super Mario that hoe. And that was like the whole song right there. Yeah, it was pretty cringe around that time. I have to admit, I didn't really listen to his stuff even at that time. So the craze just passed me by. Yep, understandable, understandable. And that was literally the song. There's a little bit more to it, but that would probably have to be the first YouTube video I've ever watched. Ever. Which, speaking of, and then I kind of just searched on YouTube for curiosity, and then I discovered the Angry Video Game Nerd. Which the Angry Video Game Nerd pretty much was, of course, a game reviewer who pretty much reviewed a lot of bad games. Very bad games. Games that are so bad that pretty much you may lose a brain cell or two for playing them. But regardless, he was really good. He was really, really funny around that time. I doubt many people remember the Angry Video Game Nerd, though. Oh, looks like the tracking decided to give up on me, I see. But yeah. Okay. Now trying to get my train of thought back. But yeah, I think the thing I remember the most about the angry video game nerd is how often he constantly swears and makes lots and lots of poop jokes about some of the games he reviews too. But those are usually like the best parts of his videos too. Bit too scatological for me, though he seems to do a good job recounting the details. Oh, yep. Indeed. That's pretty much how his reviews go. He pretty much just plays the game and tries to do some and tries to write a script about his reactions to it. But of course there's the theme song that I also remember from him too. He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd. And that's practically what I remember the most about it. It was pretty catchy song too, even though a bit all over the place. But I think if I had to probably name my favorite review from him, it would probably have to be the ones where he actually does some good games, actually. Mostly because you don't really expect him to do that many good games. So the Castlevania episode was also really good. Contra episode I've also enjoyed too. And I think that's probably one of the good ones. He also reviewed Kid Icarus as well, which of course Kid Icarus for the NES always had about mixed feelings for it. I kind of liked it, but honestly that first level pretty much was way too hard for me, to the point where I didn't want to play it anymore. Kid Icarus, is that franchise still around outside of Smash? Nope, it's been dormant for quite a long time, actually. The last game that Kid Icarus game that pretty much came out was Kid Icarus Uprising on the 3DS, and Sakurai himself pretty much kinda confirmed that he can't really bring it to the Switch. And I think the other game that also kind of came out with that series would have to be Kid Icarus 2 for the Game Boy, which that game barely ever gets ported over. But I have actually played it a while ago, and it's a huge improvement over the NES game. Although if I am gonna have to play the game again, though, it would have to be on the Nintendo Switch Online majig, which now that it has Game Boy support, we can probably do some Game Boy games, but most of those games are gonna be for fun, though. Yips. NES was back when made it impossible to finish to mask how short it is was policy. Oh yeah, I think that's only for most of the really bad games though. Though I'm not really sure how long or short Kid Icarus actually is, because I haven't beaten it. And I think the closest thing I practically can get to beating it would have to be on the Nintendo Switch Online thing, which they do actually have like a special version of the game where they pretty much skip everything about the game and just throw you straight into the final battle. Just in case the game gets too hard or too cryptic for people. Oh, what the crap? Oh. Hello, tracking. I see you. You decided to come back. There we go. It just disappeared right off the face of the earth for a moment. I guess apparently, Alatata didn't really like me talking shit about her game. Yep, it's trying its best. This webcam is trying its best. But of course, apart from other YouTubers, I've also kind of made some friends on YouTube as well. Which, let's see if I can still, if they're still on my channel, actually. Because I know I have my YouTube set to, like, friends. And I'm pretty sure they'll appreciate the shout out. Oh, yep, here they are. Yep, I also made two really good friends of mine on YouTube as well. One of them is Dude of Rock 18, which he also does a lot of Nintendo content as well. And the other was Shadow of 000, also a guy who also does a lot of Nintendo content as well. So yeah, pretty great stuff. Oh yep, it's been like years since I kind of talked to them though. Which, we're still mostly on good terms, though. Which is always good, because, as busy life gets, you never really have time to talk to people that much or connect with them, because life is either going so fast or everyone's always being so busy to the point where you don't really have that much time to connect with people. And sometimes, and when you do connect, at least, as long as they don't break up, hey, why haven't you talked to me or all this freaking time or all that other crap that goes along with it, we're always good. Because, you know, I always find that crap kind of annoying when people bring that up. You haven't talked to me for this amount of time, and you haven't been talking to me for this amount of time. Have you been avoiding me? Do you hate me? And I'm like, no, I've just been really fucking busy. I mean, I don't try to freaking ignore people, but a lot of times I get too busy, and sometimes the busyness gets a little too overwhelming to the point where you need a me time. Yep. Reminds me of a joke about how your parents decide you have time for relationships after you graduate, get a job, get married, have kids in that order. Oh, yep, I think the last thing we want is people dictating every little thing you do. That would be really, really bad. And you know, once I don't feel exhausted enough, I will gladly reach out. Don't just assume a person hates you just because they don't talk to you for a long time. And that's generally my personal beef with stuff like that. But on vice versa, though, I also kind of do get a little bit envious if they pretty much just went and found new friends and didn't really talk about me that much. But that's also kind of my own fault for being super busy half the time too. So yeah, balancing regular life and streaming is not very easy. You go for the grinds. Goes for the grinds, and we still want to pretty much get to that YouTube partnership too. But anyway though, folks, I've also been looking into like another video too called Skyrim. Well, not really a video, just Skyrim in general, and I've also been kind of thinking about trying out Skyrim, but kind of not my thing, but it's always fun watching other people play it though. And so I discovered that some crazy guy actually decided to do the entire intro in Skyrim, but pretty much have the entire video in Gen Alpha talk. And I kind of want to show you this video because it's really, really funny. It's stupid too. And I like showing off stupid shit sometimes, so let's see if we can put it up. Well, we're gonna use the browser source. Oh, not browser, actually. That's a bad idea. Cancel. Yeah, remove. Let's see, window capture. Here we go. Oh, God. No. No. You. There we go. There we freaking go. Alright, we're just gonna move ourselves right here. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. And look at the video like this. Oh yeah, I probably need my headset for this too. Just to make sure that the mic doesn't capture it. And apparently the guy who made that video also had another video too. Let me see. Yes, you. Nope, start from beginning. Here, actually, let me try to adjust the size of it a bit. Theater mode. There we go.
Hey, you're finally woke. You were trying to hop the border, right? Greedy. Hey, you're finally woke. You were trying to hop the border, right? Greeted right into that Imperial Mog. same as us. And that beta over there.
Phantom, you stormcucks. Skibidi was fine until you rizzed along.
Stormcucks.
Empire was chill AF. If you weren't Malding, I could have copped that whip and been halfway to Goonerfell.
Goonerfell? What the hell?
You there. You and me. We shouldn't be here for real on gods.
For real on
It's these
gods.
stormcucks the Simpire wants.
We're all gooners and stepsisters in binds now, Rizzler.
Quit yapping back there.
And what's got bro down?
Check your vibes. You're yapping at Ulfric Stormcuck, the true Short King.
The true Short King.
Ulfric? The Sigma of Windhelm? You're the leader of the Rizbellion. But if they've copped you, on gods, where are they thug shaking us?
I don't know.
Thug shaking, huh?
But Kaisinath awaits.
No, this is Cap. This must be Cap.
Hey, what goon cave are you from, Beta?
Why are you doxing me, Chud?
A Rizzler's last thoughts should be of Ohio.
Reddit.
Which, I think everyone knows that, Ohio at this point is pretty much hell on earth to a lot of people. Oh, I forgot we gotta turn you off. Okay, we're gonna have to restart the whole video since the BGM was kind of overpowering everything. Hopefully you guys heard most of that. But if not, we'll restart the whole video. Oh, okay. Audio is okay? Good to know, good to know.
Redditstead.
Redditstead.
I'm from Redditstead.
Yeah, probably the same place Yagi's
General
from.
Tullius, sir. The throat goat is waiting.
The throat goat?
Pace.
Oh, God.
Let's get this ratio.
Shapiro, Peterson, Jones, Tate, Adolf. Chuds, please help me.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military gooner. And it looks like the Thoughtmore are with him.
The
Sussy
Thoughtmore.
elves.
Yeah, those
I bet
elves
they
are
had something to
sussy.
do with this.
Oh, let me try to crop this a bit.
This is bussin'. I used to rizz up a gat from here. Wonder if Velod is still making that
Holy
Grimace
crap.
shake with prime berries maxed in. Funny. When I was a femboy, Simperial walls and towers used to make me feel so locked in.
Who are they,
Mate.
Daddy? What's wrong with their aura?
You need to goon inside, little cuck.
Look good inside.
But why? I want to watch The Sims.
Get inside the cave. I'm being deadass.
Yes, Alpha.
Get these soy boys out of the carts! Yeet!
We
Why
can
are we
tell you
edging?
that most of it isn't real.
Why do you think? End of the grind. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the Chads waiting for us.
No, stop! We're not betas.
Keep your death with some aura, Beta.
Keep your death some order.
You've got to tell them we weren't sussy. This is Cap.
Gritty towards the block when we shill your OnlyFans. One at a
Show
time.
your OnlyFans, really?
Simpire loves their Phantom lists.
Ulfric Stormcuck, Sigma of Windhelm.
It has been goated for real, Sigma Ulfric.
It has been goaded. See ya.
Faceloff of Glissywood.
Face Loft. Okay. Oh, that's the guy who was talking the whole
Brokir of
time.
Redditstead.
Brokir.
No, I'm not sturdy. You can't do this for real.
Deadass!
You're not gonna joke me.
Poggers!
Choke me. Wow, how did Luke
Anyone else
act
feel like
excited to
edging?
get shot by an arrow?
Wait, you there. Pull up.
Okay, I'll pull up.
Who am you?
Who are you? And it's Giga Chat Elf.
Hey, it's CJ Mattis. Check out some of my other
Neat.
videos if you want, including a leaked Todd Howard audio. Feel free to subscribe.
So, folks, what did we think of that That cesspool of cringe. For me, that was pretty great. How'd they do the dialogue? AI, really good VA. I want to assume it's probably a mix between both, I guess. Although I'm not really sure how he did it myself, though. Although I also had a really funny thought too. Imagine playing through Skyrim with every freaking NPC talking like that. Like, imagine going through several or 100 hours of the game with everyone speaking in brain rot. Would that be the most hilarious and fun experience for you, chat? To just play Skyrim exactly like that? Would that be funny enough for you? I mean, I imagine someone would probably get so fed up with it to the point where they'll just try to kill every freaking NPC who talks like that, and just pretty much go on a massive killing spree for like hours on end while streaming it. I think it would be pretty hilarious, though. Well, I'd make my murder hobo a lot less guilty. I think I would threaten him to speak English. It would be amusing. I would be in a what the fuck is wrong with you way. Of course. And you know what the funny thing is, though, chat? The guy who also made the video also made another video, too. He made a follow-up of it. And I think, we're gonna go ahead and see how well the brain rot progressed. It's like 8 minutes long, too. You want to keep vibing for your last skip game? Deadass, no, I quit. Wow. This guy did a job modding this.
Ulfric Stormcuck. Some soy boys dick ride you as some kind of alpha. But an alpha doesn't flex a power like voice mod to unalive his short king and cop his high chair. You started this beef. Plunge Skibidi into chaos. And now the Simpire is going to put you on punishment and restore the ratio.
Back in my day.
What the Sigma?
Ignore that obvious herald of the end times.
Yes, sir, Daddy Tullius.
Daddy
Lock
Tullius.
in, Bible girl.
As we send your souls back to lobby,
Bible girl.
blessings of Raid Shadow Legends.
For the
and
love of
Patreon
Kai, let's
subscriptions
just skip
upon
the ads and get this over with.
Oh.
Wow, I'm surprised they even mentioned freaking Raid Shadow Legends. It's what the hell? Wow. Wow, okay, this is kind of stupid. But I'm amused, though. I'm amused. Let's keep watching.
Oh no, was that El Riz? I practiced that in the mirror all morning, but okay.
My neck versus a headsman's axe? Nah, I'd win. My chat is pog-champing me, Imperial. Can you say the same?
You Imperial Absolers!
As racist on Alt as he was on Maine.
Next, the Chad
Damn.
of the Black Air Forces.
I had a house at your age.
What the hell?
Hurry this up.
Someone
My DoorDash
doxing
driver's
someone.
around the corner.
Sorry, but you heard the girl boss. Gritty towards the block.
I say right foot.
Very clean.
On your knees, prisoner. And arch your back while you're at it.
What the Sigma is that? Chat, is this real?
The dragon?
Wait, that's no ordinary dragon.
It's a boomer!
School was uphill both ways.
Run before they ask us how to install something!
I can't believe they freaking get called the dragon a boomer. Wow. Okay, that was pretty funny.
Quit sticking out your fiat, Chad.
Shadow.
You got the dip. Now!
All ass to the keep.
That thing's a boomer, no cap. I could peep the mothballs and the smell of lead paint. I thought they were all retired.
Yes, but their bitch moaning and complaining never retires.
I'ma head out. Got plenty enough ops as it is.
All this dragon fire is hot AF. Let me turn down the thermostat real quick.
Hands off the thermostat.
What?
Chadel, is your Stanley Cup still unscuffed?
Lead cups are durable.
iPad kid, get away from that boomer.
You'll never retire.
The Lulu? Oh, God.
Music was better back in my day. This shit ain't music.
iPad kid, take care of this bald head-ass Gen Xer. He's no boomer, deadass. Not gonna lie, prisoner. Running for your life is some good cardio.
My wife puts in her mouth guard when dinner is burned.
What the?
Why are you teabagging that corpse?
Trying to get sponsored by Lipton's. Let's
What
move.
the hell? Trying to get sponsored by Lipton? What the fuck?
This boomer dragon is attacking buses.
Face lock, you damn gooner. Out of my way.
We're escaping, Chadbar.
Fine. I hope that boomer takes you all to Ohio.
Chadbar seems like he understands the assignment.
Oh, they actually put a poll on
Looks
that?
like we're the only Chads who locked in. Was that deadass a boomer for real? The siphons of Social Security? We've got to keep mewing. Come here, let me see if I can cut that cheap Etsy bracelet off. Now peep around for some shit to end their mewing streaks with. Lock in, bro. We could have hit the gym, but we finna hit these ops instead.
While taking some coins, which is also cap.
I already... Okay.
Run their pockets, Chad Elf. We can flip those size 9s on Marketplace.
Fake Gucci boots.
Men never cry. They get drunk and angry.
Wow, that
Should we try rizzing them up?
End of the grind!
All right, fuck it, we ball.
Damn.
Prime energy in these barrels, if you want to cop it.
Don't like Prime. Might stain my Stanley.
I also kind of like how the frickin' the Chad
Dummy
elf is
torture
apparently
chamber.
British.
Wish we didn't have to have these.
As long as it's consensual. What someone does with a spare hour is none of my business.
Torture. Well, it very often isn't consensual.
Based. If you want to free that cuck, try picking the lock to his cage.
Seems simple enough. Almost got it.
And hello, Hill. Welcome to the stream. We're just watching
That's
some
not the
brain
cuck
rot.
cage I was referring
Well,
to.
it's Skyrim
Wait,
here.
what do you mean by...
What, did he just frickin' put a wrestling move on the dude?
Wait, I'm pregnant!
Wow, just German suplexed him? What the fuck? Okay, this frickin' elf is supposed to be fucking Brock Lesnar now.
Webs everywhere. Pray we don't peep any spiders of the large-ass variety. Not gonna lie. I deadass thought there'd be a spider or two in here.
Well, yeah, it does look pretty conspicuously spider pink.
Chadvar, I don't think this stuff is webbing.
It's a two-handed skill book for you? Impressive. We dungeon maxed, my guy. Why don't you do the honors?
I bet.
Right.
Oh, that's gonna be problematic.
No! This must be Cap! On gods! Look what Mulduin did to those twin towers!
Oh, wow.
Look! A second Mulduin is hitting the south tower. By the 9!
Are they
Skibidi is
seriously
under attack.
making this joke?
Effin' chat! Effin' chat for Skibidi!
Skibidi.
Alright, let's post this on the gram, then hit the gym.
Let's drink to our youth, for the days come and gone. For the age of obsession.
Wow, they actually made a fucking 9/11 joke at the end. Okay, that was kind of savage.
Atrocious, they're so empty and cold. No Insta won't expose us to the stories untold. Go outside, all you kings and you queens. Without TikTok to bore us, we'll dance and we'll sing. Using dumb AI voices to promote sip and lean.
Oh,
If
so
you
this
like
is all
my dumb
AI.
bullshit,
Okay.
won't you please click the screen?
Okay, that was a really fun video, actually. Kind of cursed, but very fun, very fun. Oh, no, we're not watching Regis. I mean, Altair. We don't need to watch our Oshi. There you go, I just exposed who my male VTuber Oshi is. Alright, we can close the window now. Well, actually, let's just make it disappear. Reset our things here. Shimmy to the middle. Yep. I have to admit, that video was a lot more fun than I thought it was. In fact, the guy who also did that also did brain rot videos for Fallout. So yeah. Well, as for which Fallout, I think it was Fallout 3, and then there was Fallout New Vegas, which, oh, let's turn the BGM back on. Which, I've only played a little bit of Fallout 3, but I haven't really, done much of it. I think the farthest I've got to Fallout 3 would have to be after the whole, vault section where you get out the vault, and then I never touched the game again. And Fallout New Vegas, I haven't played Fallout New Vegas at all. Okay. Nice. It's not bad, I just prefer New Vegas. I see. Nothing wrong with that. I haven't touched New Vegas myself, though. And Fallout 4, I haven't touched that one. And then, now that we're going on about Fallout, well, there was also, Fallout 76 was, complete absolute disaster. But I heard it's gotten a lot better, and I think one of the people even gifted me the game, actually, but I haven't touched it yet. Mostly because it definitely seemed like one of those online only kind of games, and I try not to touch those games too much because I like to be able to come back to a game anytime I want to without constantly needing my internet connection on. And if I am gonna do that for a game, I kinda want to do that for a game I know that I'll like. As a critic once put it in Fallout 3 in Post-Apocalypse, 3 focuses on the apocalypse. New Vegas focuses on the post. I think there's only one game that I accept that requirement, and that's MTG. Ah, I see. Yep, I could probably see that. Oh, now that we brought up Magic the Gathering, that also kind of reminds me. We haven't done a card battle game on the channel yet. Yeah, we haven't done any card battle games. But, apart from maybe... No, actually, we didn't do any card battle games at all. I was kind of digging through my brain thinking, what if I played and what if I streamed? As far as card battle games go, I'd probably say the closest thing that I have legitimately played would have to be the Mega Man Battle Network games. Which I think, we actually do have the collection for those. Both of them. And I think, we might do them, but I still got a few other things, wrapped up too. Not really sure when, but I think maybe as far as streaming goes, we're probably gonna go ahead and put those in the back of November. Oh, you mean Mega Man NT Warrior? Oh yeah, the dubs were kind of interesting. I don't think I haven't seen that in years, actually. I think the last time I've seen the Battle Network anime is when it was in pretty much the Access arc. And the part that I remembered is that the Doctor / Dr. Regal pretty much managed to turn Den City, or at least the entire freaking thing, entire planet under that freaking tower that pretty much just made everything visible or something. It was like, I remember it being some like freaking tower or something that pretty much that was capable of, that pretty much put like a big force field around everything to make net navies and viruses visible to the not so internet world or real world or the net world or whatever. I think that's what I remember when I last seen that anime, and then after that I have not seen the anime since. Also, Access is the one that has cross fusion, where humans and navis fuse together and such. Oh yeah, I can probably say a lot of 90s and early 2000s dubs weren't really the best. But I wouldn't really go as far as say that they're horrible either, because voice acting probably still... There wasn't really much standards, super high standards when it comes to voice acting around that time. Nowadays, pretty much much everything is now a sub versus dub world. I mean, they can still be bad, but there's just a special kind of bad to be found there. Oh, are you referring to like a so bad it's good kind of thing, or just bad because it's bad? And to be fair, when it comes to American voice acting for American shows, I think there's a lot more direction with those compared to anime. Because I'm pretty sure around the 90s and 2000s and 80s, not many people knew what directions they were going, so I think they just did whatever. Oh, those old dubs, they have their charm. Oh yeah, of course. But yeah. Oh yeah, I think another good example of a dub that practically had almost no direction, it pretty much just went flat out a bridge, would have to be Ghost Stories. Which honestly, after like seeing one of the episodes of Ghost Stories, of the Ghost Stories dub, it was like pure comedy at its finest. And apparently some of the people in comments pretty much just said they had no direction, they just said did whatever. Ghost Stories was literally a gag dub. Yep, it was. And I've even seen a little bit of the English subtitles version of Ghost Stories, and it's actually very normal. You were mentioning old reviewers. I remember Bennett and Spoonie used to do some anime movie reviews, and they had great off of them. I see. Ghost Stories fed hit or miss. Some of the jokes were great though. I heard the rumor that no one wanted the show because it did poorly. So when they got it, they just threw the script and did whatever. Huh. Interesting. Come on, let's not flex too much tracking. You can do it. I know you can. I believe. Oh yeah, the show did well enough in Japan. Maybe they just had no faith in it in America. I guess. I mean, when it comes to anime, sometimes it's either they pretty much try to do like an American adaptation of some of it, or just try to stick to what the original direction is, and it's usually always kind of hit or miss most of the time. So there's always kind of that. If you want to laugh sometime, Look up the ghost story's ending. The animation and music have nothing to do with the show's style or even each other. Huh. That's kind of interesting now because now I'm kind of curious. Let's see while we're still on the YouTube thing. Ghost stories. Ending scene, I think, what we're looking for. Oh, well, what the? Okay, now I'm just getting a completely different zone. Oh, I didn't put the RE. He's there. There we go. Oh, looks like they don't really have it on YouTube, apparently. I mean the ending song. Okay, ending song then. Oh, okay, I think I know what we're looking at now. Ending credits. Alright, time to do the usual. Gotta mute you for a bit, scoot over, shimmy, shimmy, and bring back Mr. Window here. Because, oh, actually, let's not do this. We might get copyrighted. Let's not do that. But I think we can find something else to do. So this is it. These sexy. Wow, okay. That kind of reminds me of that one song I listened to. Hey, dirty, baby, I got your body, don't you worry. That fucking song. But yeah, interesting stuff here. But yeah. Oh yeah, may as well go ahead and see what's up on the home things. It's on the home page. Because why not? Do. And try not to look for things that won't completely mess up my channel. Oh, Axel's doing 7 Days to Die. Oh, I see Kendra's pretty much doing a massive freaking collab with her girlfriends. Yep, pretty neat stuff today. Alright, we're gonna close the browser for now. There we go, okay. But anyway, though, folks, anybody have plans for the weekends? What are your weekend plans? As for my weekend plans, I think we're probably gonna have to go and, yep, maybe do some very light grocery shopping. And by very light, Oh, BGM. There we go. Job hunting, also programming. Ah, nice, nice. Good luck with the job hunting. Oh, what are you programming, by the way? I spent the week covering my boss being out and downgrading Baldur's Gate 3 after I accidentally installed the new patch. Ah, I see, I see. Interesting. Oh, bullet hell game in Godot? Oh. Bullet hell game. Are we talking like a side-scrolling bullet hell game? Like a side view scrolling, or are we talking like vertical scrolling? I don't think we did too many shooters on the channel either, now that I'm bringing that up too. Apart from that Space Invaders game we did as a bonus for showing up our new outfit. Side view like Gradius. Nice, nice, nice. Ah, yeah, Gradius was also great too. I'd say I personally like Life Force a little bit better because it both combined both side view and vertical, but yeah, pretty great. I've actually learned a little programming in my efforts to download and preserve web pilch. It's still pretty bad at it. Although I am side view like Gradius, although I am taking notes from Toho. I'm impressed by people who are serious about it. Oh yeah, definitely. Which I think, speaking of that, actually, I've actually been playing this Nintendo Switch game called Game Builder Garage, and it's actually a pretty neat little game that kind of teaches people about programming. Although the programming is like very, very simplistic though. It's like programming for like kids or something. Like you could practically have kids make games and stuff on it. It's a pretty cool game. I didn't get through most of the tutorial phases yet, but I think we'll probably do that in our own time. And apparently I heard that some people actually made a first-person shooter through that Game Builder Garage. I'm actually kind of curious about that. Which I'll probably look that up in my own time though. We won't do it now, otherwise OBS is gonna be really, really picky about the frames. Because yeah, sometimes Laptop Kun can be a little bit finicky most of the time. But yeah, I've kind of always been interested in game development and programming myself, but I never really could get into it most of the time because never enough time to learn, and never enough time to actually do it myself, because we gotta keep trying to balance our life most of the time while streaming. So there we go. Oh yeah, come to think of it, it's been a while since I've also listened to some music too. Yeah, I think some of the newest things I've also been kind of listening to as far as music goes. Let me check my playlist just to be sure. And by that I mean my anime's music / video game music playlist, because I mostly listen to a lot of it. I was thinking of getting back into Pico 8. Oh, what's that? Another little game adventure. Ah, I see. Oh, yep, another little Oh yeah, let's get back to what we were originally saying. I think as far as music goes, I've actually been listening to the newest season of the My Hero Academia opening, which is like the 7th one, and we've kind of been listening to it, and it's been really, really neat. And by neat, I mean pretty much very emotional. Which, as far as My Hero Academia openings go, there isn't too many ones that stand out to me. Apart from the first one and number 3. Which, as far as My Hero Academia goes as an anime, I actually really like it. And I do have to admit, some of the character development is really, really great too. I've gotten way behind on keeping up with music. I actually rely a lot on Vtuber karaoke. Used to just new songs. I dropped off music lately. I'm always looking for new stuff. Ah, nice. In my case, I haven't been listening to too much music, but I have learned and seen that the Mega Man X opening themes are really slap hard. They're really good, but I kind of don't want to play them on stream because I think, as you know, copyrights. Which I think that's probably the main problem I have with a lot of things now. That you never know when something's gonna get you a copyright strike. But you know, people gotta protect those rights. Oh yeah, the Demon Slayer opening 5, the newest one. That one was really good. Alright, let's see what it's called. I think I still have my phone on mute, so I don't have to worry about playing it. Song is called Mugen. Artist, this is my first story, X Hyde. Very neat, very neat. Kinda like a lot of opening and ending animations. Oh yeah, they're really good too. Although I can't really pinpoint or tell people what my favorite ones, because that always changes over time, because like once a new seasonal anime comes in and that has a really, really good opening, that's pretty... My mind kind of goes blank half the time whenever I try to think of the new songs. Oh yeah, video game music is a little bit more leeway to it. Which, speaking of that, I think we might be able to play one of my favorite indie game soundtracks here. If we can find it. Oh, La Mulana, there we go. Although I'm pretty much just gonna play it through my phone, though. Curse of the Iron. Look at this beauty. Oh. I know if I had my iPhone, I'd be head bobbing for this. Hopefully you guys can hear it because I think my noise suppression might cancel it out though. Very little only though. Oh, yep, definitely. Okay, well, have to put the browser back on then. We'll put the browser back on. Nope, crap. Here we go, we'll just do it this way. Microsoft Edge. There we go, there you go, you piece of crap. Of course you want to be a new tab and ruin everything. Although it's going to take us a while to find the song, though. Playlist. No, actually this playlist. This section of the playlist, I mean. Well, I have like up to 615 videos in this thing. Holy crap. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. There goes the VOD. We're gonna find the La Mulana song. Gotta love that autoplay on YouTube, right? Yeah, we should probably keep that shit off next time. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and see if we can pull up chat again. On the phone, that is. On the phone. Chat again. Which one is La Mulana? Oh yeah, La Mulana is like a Metroidvania game that was inspired off of really old MSX games around the time. Well, I think this probably might where Wi-Fi is going to be a little slow. Okay, there we go. There's a... Nope. Well, this one's going to... Playlist scrolling wants to be very stubborn today. Never mind. I was trying to get you guys to hear it, but it looks like it doesn't want to be cooperative today. Yep, it does have a very Indiana Jones theme to it. One of my favorite Metroidvania games out there. Although it's very, very, very cryptic. It hides a lot of stuff from you, and a lot of it will pretty much require experimenting to the point where you're either going to get really frustrated with the game or look up a walkthrough. Come to think of it, I don't even think I touched the second game either. And the second game came out a really long time ago. I still have that on my Switch wish list, though. So I'd say it's a pretty great game. Or at least I heard the second game is pretty great. I heard the puzzles in that game are being a lot easier. But I know about the second game at least. And apparently in the second game, you actually play as the main character, Lameza's daughter. Yeah, the daughter. Kind of interesting, though. Which, as far as Metroidvania games go, they're pretty much also one of my favorite genres, and I'm hoping to get that that Castlevania collection that also came out last week. The Dominance Collection, I believe it's called, where they actually brought out Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, and Order of Ecclesia. I really want to get those games. Oh, and thank you for the donation, Geyer. Much appreciated. And yep, that's the one where I'm talking about, the DS titles. Have to sleep, but glad to catch some of the stream. Have a good weekend. Alright, Geyer, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. And thanks for your donation as well. I played Dawn of Sorrow and Order of Ecclesia. Wanted to get my hands on Portrait. Oh, yep, I heard some mixed things about Portrait of Ruin. I'd say I think one of the interesting things I kind of heard about it is was the final battle of it. But as far as the game goes, I think a lot of people may have either got annoyed by the Jonathan and Scarlet that's switching around, or found it to be kind of lackluster, maybe. But I haven't really played it, so now that they finally put those games out there, I'm willing to try them out, though. So really happy to see that. And it was also pretty much one rare Konami W, given how greedy Konami is most of the time nowadays. Which I do have the Advance collection as well, which has all the GBA games on there too. Circle of Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, as well as Aria of Sorrow. Aria of Sorrow is pretty peak compared to the other two. So that's the one I ended up liking the most out of those collection, but Circle of Moon was also good too because it also had really good good music as well. Didn't really care for its card mechanics though. Yeah, maybe Konami is going back to its roots. Yeah, maybe some new leadership from Konami. Maybe. Hopefully they can keep it up. Keep it up as well. Although I think one thing I'd really want to see Konami do is actually bring up some of the games that they never brought over to Japan and have them playable over here in America. But that's just wishful thinking, though. Especially since since their library's pretty big in dormant as well. But yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me, speaking of other companies as well. I'm actually really looking forward to Monster Hunter Wilds next year. Aria was my favorite, but I thought they were all pretty good. Oh yeah, they were all pretty good, all right. I'd say I personally liked Aria better because it felt a little bit more balanced compared to the other two. At least in terms of gameplay, at least. Oh, did I turn the BG? No, I did not. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I always forget to toggle BGM back and on and off all the time. Get too lost in my thoughts that I keep talking. No argument here. Yep. No problem, no problems. I think the story in Aria Sorrow was also a little bit better too. At least with the plot twist at the end. Which I will not spoil. Although, speaking of other Castlevania games, I think one that I kinda did want to try out that I never got to would have to be the Lord of Shadow games. Specifically the 2D one. What was it called? Lords of Shadow, Mirrors of Fate? That one looked really cool. I think in terms of combat, at least. But I know that a lot of people pretty much either like the Lords of Shadow games or completely shit on them. Oh yeah, it's called Lords of Shadow, Mirrors of Fate. I think it's like a prequel to it or a sequel. Which I do remember. I know it because I've seen a lot of gameplay around it, and I remember it coming out for I want to say either PS3 or PS4. So Shadow. Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate. Well, that's a mouthful of a damn title, too. Oh yeah, the Lords of Shadow games were definitely like God of War. Oh yeah, let me get platform. Oh, let's see what we have here. Oh yep, yep, it was made by Mercury Systems, publisher Konami, and let's see. Oh yes, I remember now. Okay. It was on the Nintendo 3DS, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Windows. And this was 2013. Holy crap, that was a long time ago. Yeah, I'm looking at a Wikipedia article on it. Oh, come to think of it, I wonder if the PS3 store is still around. Or maybe I could actually try to get the game on frickin' on the Xbox Series X. If they even still practically have that on there. I might have to look that on there. And then they came out with a Windows version around March 27, 2014. Huh, okay. Ah, that's interesting, actually. I knew there were on PS3 last I heard. Hate that Nintendo. I know, right? And I probably will give credit where credit's due, is that, at least when they kind of made the Lords of Shadow games, they were a heck of a lot better than Castlevania 64. Which I remember playing Castlevania 64 for back when it came out, and it was kind of interesting. And by interesting, I mean it was kind of crappy. But then it wasn't until I watched a YouTube review that there's actually another game that came out on the N64 called Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. And apparently they improved on that. There was a huge improvement over that game, and they even put it over for the entirety of Castlevania 64 into that game. Yeps. Oh, yep, I know what you mean. But I kind of wish I could have played it, actually. Because it actually looked kind of cool. Although as far as N64 games go, I don't think much can ever truly compete with Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. But yeah. It would probably be nice to see those games re-released on the Nintendo Switch Online thing someday. Well, just for the sake of curiosity, just to play it though, but would be kind of nice though. Which, also speaking of underrated N64 games, there There was also the mystical ninja starring Goemon one as well, which I remember watching some footage on the game and I thought it looked really, really cool. And then they also came out with a second game called Goemon's Great Adventure, which I think looked a little bit kind of a downgrade compared to the Mystical Ninja one because it didn't really have the open world aspect to it. Or at least, well, not so much the open world, just a 3D aspect to it. And just pretty much went for like a side-scroller kind of thing, kind of game. And then, it looked kind of cool too. Don't want to judge it too badly until I've at least played it. Well, I try not to judge any game till I've at least watched enough footage on it or at least played it. Oh yeah, Goemon series is very underrated. And they actually do have a game that also recently came out that's the closest thing to a spiritual successor of that game. Called, what was it called? Bakiru. Yeah, Bakiru. It was really, really interesting. Which, for the sake of it, I can't really put up footage of it, but I have played the demo of the game off stream. Oh yeah, it's pretty much a 3D action platform game where you play as like a little Tanuki boy who pretty much has a human form and he beats enemies to death with drumsticks. And the whole game takes place into an alternate version of Japan where a lot of Japanese myths are actually real and such. It's a pretty cool game. Pretty cool game. From what I played from the demo, at least. Which I do have, the video recorded. And I was doing that as a mic test to see if we can get our, mic working and such. I'm reminded of Pocky and Rocky. Oh yeah, Pocky and Rocky's also great too. They also came out with a new game that's pretty much both a remake and a sequel to that as well. I think I even streamed it too when it first came out in Japan. Yeah, I remember streaming that game too. I wonder if my file's still good. I think maybe as a bit of a side project, we'll probably do that game. Stream that game again. Although I have to probably dig through my massive download library to find it, because I ended up doing a lot of digital purchases on my games though. And also some games I pretty much end up getting just for the sake of getting them, because I think most of you probably know that I have a pretty decently sized Switch collection when it comes to downloadable games. And I even have some physical games too. In fact, I can even bring up my physical collection to you guys right now if I remember where I posted it. I think I posted it on Twitter though. If anyone's seen the post, that is. Profile. Although it might be buried considering how constantly I post and repost my stuff though. Oh, good, that didn't take long. Alright, save image. And we'll put you here and name you collection. Because why the hell not? And go ahead and put the image out. And let's pray that the download still loads. I still have a huge Steam backlog and not enough space. Oh, same here. I almost have a pretty huge, have over 100 games in my Steam wish list, and some of those games I never bought because well, right now my laptop has storage issues. Doesn't have enough storage for most of that stuff. And behold, holy crap, that is huge. Okay, let me shrink that down. My Switch collection, physical at least. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty impressive. Yeah, folks, that's all the physical Switch games I have right there. And I think out of some of the games that I think are severely good and underrated, well, Daemon X Machina is one, and I'd say another noteworthy addition to that would have to be Astro Chain, which I beat that game entirely off stream, by the way. But yeah. Oh yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 I have not beaten yet. And of course I decided to go ahead and get Tales of Vesperia as well, because that was one of the Tales of games I knew about but never got to play. Which now that I kind of played a little bit of it, I really enjoyed the hell out of it. Although, the one thing that I kinda didn't know about as far as Vesperia goes is that Troy Baker doesn't voice Yuri anymore, apparently. And they kind of replaced him with a new voice actor. Which, the current voice acting was okay, I think. Well, I probably have to play it a little bit more just to get used to it, though. Oh yeah, there's also Shining Resonance right there, which the waifus in that game are pretty hot. That was like Genshin Impact before Genshin Impact was a thing. And of course, there's also some imports there, as you also see. Yokai Watch 4 is there too. Which, since Yokai Watch has kind of lost a lot of popularity now, I think I might have a reason to do a video on it just to show off what it's like. Even though the game's entirely in Japanese though, and I would have no idea what the hell I was doing. Which I'm very surprised that they didn't bring over Yokai Watch 4. Very disappointed in that, honestly. But it is what it is. And now I'm hoping for Level 5 to eventually give us a release date, or at least some more updates on the newest Fantasy Life game. Which I love the hell out of that series, honestly. Yep, here's hoping, alright. Here's hoping. But yeah. I put a lot of hours onto the 3DS game. Oh yeah, me too. I ended up getting the DLC, which is also that really huge tower where you just go through there and fight enemies and such. And then eventually you'd also fight bosses in that one too. The story itself is a bit weird and all over the place, but I really enjoyed the hell out of the game though. And its character creator. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of that game, even though they kind of delayed it and I was holding on to everything despite that delay. I kind of like the story's change of pace. Oh yeah, it was pretty interesting. Which then after the DS game, they came out with Fantasy Life Online, which is pretty much mobile only. Which I did play, and I noticed that they improved the combat in that game significantly compared to the DS one. Which kind of just makes me wonder, you know what, I would love to see this game come back again on console with this combat. And from what I've seen from some of the footage that was on there, some of the footage on the new one, it looks like they did kind of keep the combat up to that standard, so I'm glad for that. I'm definitely looking forward to see what that painter job is like, though, in Fantasy Life I. And we're gonna have to probably wait for about 2 weeks for an update on that. Never played the online one. Oh, yep, yeah. The story in the online one is kind of like a follow-up to the DS one, with but I think it probably takes place a good couple years after it, which I tried to cover most of it before it started shutting down, but unfortunately kind of shut it down before I could cover it. So, yep, that was a huge loss on my end, but that's okay, though. Game was still fun, though. I didn't really like the fact that the game had, like, two gacha systems. It had, like, gacha for the characters and then gacha for some of the weapons and equipment. But other than that, it was a fine game. Had, like, little city builder elements to it, kind of like Animal Crossing. Well, actually, I think the DS one also had those Animal Crossing elements to it as well. But I think they kind of expanded on that a little bit more, though. Which, yeah. Here's hoping that we see more of what they improved, but I think the delay was also harder to put the game on another platform too. As for which platform, I have no idea. Probably maybe PC or something. I mean, I think nowadays, a lot of console games are coming on PC. Which, if they are gonna bring it to PC, I'm hoping that it comes with crossplay, because they managed to bring crossplay to Megaton Musashi, so if they can do that, that would be great. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know what Megaton Musashi is, it's an action RPG mech kind of game, which we've beaten on the channel recently, and it's pretty much been one of the more epic experiences that I've seen. Oh yeah, we can put this collection away. We don't need to gloat ourselves too much. Although I think we'll also have to show off our PS4 collection soon too. Which I have a huge backlog of PS4 games too, both digital and physical too. Which I'd say even to this day I still kinda play my PS4 a lot more than I play my PS5, because almost everything I can get on PS5 is also on 4 too. With the exception of maybe like a few games like Small Land and that Returnal game, which I played and that game was kinda cool. One hard motherfucker though, considering it's a roguelike. Actually got a hand-me-down PS4 as a gift a few months back. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. Downloaded Kingdom Hearts free and still need to get around to it. Ah, nice, nice. Ah, speaking of Kingdom Hearts free, yep, I pretty much beat that game like a while ago. Which, as far as, my thoughts on free goes, I kinda liked it, actually. I actually really liked free. If I liked it better than the first or second games, kinda depends on... Depends, though. I kinda like the dry forums in 2, but I also kinda like the fact that free actually transforms the Keyblades into different weapons. So it's kind of a toss-up between which one I liked more. Also, I remember 2 didn't really have any dodge rolls and such until they added that into like the final mix version, and you had to pretty much work to unlock the dodge roll in final mix. Whereas free already had dodge roll, so I think I want to say I kind of like free a little bit better in terms of combat and gameplay, but in terms of features and such, I'd say 2 was a little bit better. Especially in its story, at least. Even though 2's story kinda started off really confusing. Well, I'd say even Free's story also started off really confusing too, as well. I mean, Kingdom Hearts is mostly known for having confusing-ass stories anyway, so I digress on both of those points. I mean, it would be a Kingdom Hearts game if everything wasn't fucking batshit confusing. But anyway, those. I think we kind of reached our, There's so much effort into those excuse plots. I know, right? I know, right? But anyway, though, I think it's a good time to go ahead and end the stream right here. It was fun yapping, for about 2 hours. So I think with all that said, folks, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. And if you enjoyed today's stream, be sure to sub to the channel for more streams. Also be sure to check out all my socials, specifically Twitter for stream updates, random posts and whatnot. You can also join my Discord server as well for much of the same things, as well as emotes that you can't use on YouTube till we reach that partnership. And of course, other links are in the description below if you want to keep supporting your boy. So with all that said, folks, this is Terrence signing out. See you next stream. Now then, let's search for someone to rate. Okay, Inochi also went live. Hasbar is also live as well. See what Inochi's doing. Oh, making a course, okay. Oh, they must be talking on his private server. Alright, I found my raid target. It'll be Cosmar. Just because I haven't seen him in like a while. Copy. Yeah, don't mind the fact I'm still streaming, folks. It just, we're still debating on who we should raid. Paste. Now, I could use the YouTube redirect, but the YouTube redirects have gotten buggy. And now we end for real.